Today I'm going to be going more in depth into DrumIQ. So let's get into it. In one of my most recent videos, I talked about the 5 steps that I think are crucial in developing the live drummer. Now, I only skimmed over this as just a brief tip, and I had a lot of people reach out to me saying, what exactly did you mean by that? Could you elaborate further? I want to break down DrumIQ into a few different steps, but also give an overarching understanding of what it means in layman's terms. So the idea of essentially topic IQ, it came from Football IQ. In a podcast I was listening to about AFL football, they discussed Football IQ, and it was who knew the best ways to have disposal efficiency and overall game efficiency in the sport, and their ability to not necessarily have to be shown, they can just sort of read what's going on and action those steps the most efficiently. In music, this translates to understanding the song and understanding songs and how to learning. And it's very meta, yes, but it's about understanding the trends of music. And after the big guitar solos, I found that most often we fall ourselves down into a breakdown or a quiet section, those sorts of trends. And as you understand those trends in your own bands and perhaps your own songwriting or the bands you're in, their songwriting, you can understand how that relates to other music, and a lot of it comes down to listening to more music. And from there you'll understand the trends, you'll see the patterns of how things are created and how structures of songs are built, and from there you can really adapt that knowledge into any music. So you can apply these if someone hits you up and says, hey, I've got a rock gig, or I've got a country gig, or my jazz quartet needs a drummer, and they'll have their own sort of patterns and regular trends that you can then go, oh yes, I understand that at the end of this section we normally put a solo in. And you can essentially go into music, whether it be original music that you've not heard before, or whether it be covers and stuff like that. You can look at those sort of trends without necessarily knowing the song and be able to go, okay, so it's a rock beat, it's about 100 beats per minute, I'm going to sit in that in like a 4/4 groove, and then when we get to a chorus or a bridge, probably going to go to the ride, and from there I think maybe the bell is going to be a good accent that I can use. And people are going to be like, gee whiz, have you ever heard that song before? And you're going to hit them up with, no, I've not, but I've heard songs like it. And essentially that is what it comes down to. It comes down to understanding what things are like other things in the music world and being able to apply those learnings to your instrument. And from there, you can add your stylistic flair in a way that's appropriate, as well as being able to have the pressure, quote unquote, of sitting behind a song you've never heard of before, and you can just make it work. So that's basically a bit more of an overview on DrumIQ and what it means to be learning about learning and understand the fabric of the music a bit more. As always, if you have any more questions, you're welcome to hit me up on Instagram at baileydrummer, or drop a comment here, and I'll get through and answer them, because I think it's really cool skill to be able to have the leg up to go, yeah, I didn't need to be shown that. I've just read the room, I've read the patterns, and I'm knowledgeable of the game, or I'm knowledgeable of music, and those sorts of things are going to set you apart. So if you found value in this, drop a comment, hit subscribe, and until the next video, I'll see you later.